Hey everyone. We have a podcast studio. It's a drum studio, but it works. Let's start season 3 of No Spring Chicken with April Walterscheid. Where are the drumsticks? I think because people steal them, right? That's why they don't have any in here. Okay. It's really hot in here. It's pretty hot in here. I'm wearing a sweater. That's dumb. Ugh. Ugh. Hey everybody, welcome to No Spring Chicken, season 3 with me, April Walterscheid. I'm here. It is warm in here. I'm in a drum studio because I didn't know this place had a podcast studio where I'm at. And it's a lot more expensive. This is pretty cheap to rent. So I got this. And let's start out. First of all, I really want to drink my boba tea that I bought. I really want to drink her so bad. She's on the floor. She's melting. So if you have your boba tea, let's pop our boba tops. That's my favorite thing to say. Pop our boba tops. Let's do it. I'm going to mix mine up. I got red bean with the cafe mocha, almond milk, 1 shot espresso because I really can't do espresso at all, and light ice. Red bean is for more protein, less sugar. I did 25% sweet. I'm 40. I'm getting older. I got to watch out for that stuff. But let's pop our boba tops. Here we go. All right. I'll do a countdown. Hope you can hear me. 1, 2, 3. Right in the eyeball. It's a Halloween one. Halloween boba. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, I just dumped it all over me. That's nice. Man, I think we made it. We're in a podcast studio that doubles as a drum studio. $15 an hour, not too bad. The podcast studio at their other location in Silver Lake is $67 an hour. It's not too bad. Yeah, we raised enough money to get me into a podcast studio. Remember last season when I was like, hey, let's raise money so I can be in a podcast studio for this season? Yeah, it totally did not work out. I'm not going to talk about the negative like that. Like, I'm not going to talk about how, and no one even paid attention to that. But yeah, originally I was going to be in a podcast studio that was like $150 with like 1 camera and sound. No one donated to my Venmo, so that's on you guys. That's your fault. I should have done like maybe a GoFundMe. Maybe I will for like next season. We'll get me into the $67 podcast studio in Silver Lake. That's part of this same company. I hope it's not sweltering hot in there as well. Oh my God, this is so. There's actually this. Can I show you guys a sweater I was going to wear for this podcast episode? But for some reason, LA decided to get warm the past couple days. So I really wanted to wear this one I got at Walmart in Arizona when I was visiting my niece. It's a Halloween. I can't really wear this. I mean, I'm going to wear it all year long. I don't give a crap. I have Halloween pajamas that I wear all year long, and that's when I'm sleeping. I really wanted to wear this for you guys on this episode. And the back, at the back of this, so cute. But today is, I mean, Halloween's almost over, so it's just, I'm still gonna wear it though. I'm gonna wear it for Christmas. I don't care. This is a good color for me. I look great in pastels. So I'm wearing this, guys, and it's just, I want to take my clothes off. I'm sure you would like that. Yeah. See my mosquito bite titties? Yep. Okay. But we're not gonna do that. I do have a list of like things I want to talk about, but I'm gonna try for this season. Like last season was so structured because I was trying to avoid talking about my roommates all season. My roommates made the apartment I was in like a Lord of the Flies situation, and it was just hard to be there. I was sleeping in my car even though I was paying rent. and just living in fear, taking groundlings classes, like taking classes so I can get out of that apartment and just not be there. But they are since gone. Things are peaceful. My main roommate is back, the one who let them in the first place. And he's apparently going to try to do better. But he's going to try to do better, like bring in better roommates and stuff and do background checks. But, anyways, um, yeah, this season, I think I'm going to be loosely structured. I haven't really found my groove with this podcast yet. Maybe the first season was my groove. I don't know. So I'm going to kind of go back to the first season when I was just talking about my life. Oh, shout out to a person named Phil. He was supposed to be here. I have a producer now for the podcast. He's in Whittier, California. He's going to be here. He was going to be like an hour late. So shout out to him for making an effort to be here. He does my reels. He does some of my reels that you see. He will edit them. I edit some of them. If there's something with like an image or a bell and whistle, it's probably him who did it. If there's a weird font, it's probably him. So shout out to him. I'm so sorry he can't be here. That would have been nice. Mm. I like that this podcast is about me. It's very selfish. I love that. But, I kind of want some banter. So he would have sat behind the camera, but I would have put a camera on him still. So that if he chimed in, I would just want him to chime in with something. Like April, like if I share something, I want him to ask, like, why do you feel that way? Like he's a therapist. That's what I was hoping for. But yeah, sorry guys, try to get a producer on this podcast. He's technically here in spirit, so I'm gonna pretend he's here. Um, I have been so burnt out from dog sitting. Yeah, I've been burnt out from dog sitting. It's just not doing as much comedy lately. I've been dog sitting for years, but just this past like week or month, it's been a lot. I mean, last week I was dog sitting a dog that just doesn't they never want to go inside. It's a cute Jindo, like a Korean Jindu dog, and I've dog sit one of those before. But every time I went outside, she does not want to come back inside. And I kind of have to like pull her because sometimes her brother is also on the leash, so I have like both their leashes in my hand, and they'll go in opposite directions and start splitting my hand. But I was trying to go to a groundlings intermediate class, which is hard in itself. Oh my gosh, that class is hard. I was trying to get to that class on time, the first class, and I took her out real quick to go pee, and she did not want to come in. I started pulling on her. I'm talking like dramatically pulling on her to where I look like a bad person. And a lady got off the bus and she said, "You better not be pulling that dog." And then she started mumbling like da 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 da. And I don't know what she said, but I felt so mortified. And I was like, "Fuck you, lady. You don't know what I've been through. I just went up to Bel Air to check in on a cat and feed her, and I got stuck in an hour traffic. I was actually just gonna skip checking in on these dogs. I was just gonna skip it all together and just do it later and just go to my 4-hour groundlings class instead. But no, I came back, lady. I came back to check on these dogs, even though I had actually taken them out like 2 or 3 hours earlier, and then maybe they would have been fine for another 4 hours. I don't know. But that's a stretch. So, lady, I came back to take these dogs out to pee, and they're not going pee. So I'm wasting my time. And then you see me in a bad moment, and you think I'm the worst person. And then on the next walk that I took them out on, I just brought treats, and then they came back in or the one that's difficult came back in just fine. So thank you, Google, for telling me just to bring treats on walks. But yeah, when you're dog sitting, like I am as my main job to like pay rent and stuff, I mean, I feel like a parent. I'm just constantly on. I'm like, put that down. Stop eating that. What are you doing? Where are you? Are you okay? Have you eaten? Have you gone to the bathroom? Go to sleep. Stop making noise. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Why are you barking at that? Like kids don't bark, but kids do bark. My niece and nephew probably bark. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm glad I never became a parent because I don't like this side of myself that's becoming a parent without kids. I don't like it. I never wanted kids. I didn't know I'd have to deal with kids and they'd be in the form of dogs. Mm-mm. 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 This is really good. I never thought that would happen to me. I just feel like it's the stress. You're constantly like when I dog sit, it's 24/7. It's like I'm always on. I feel like a comedian I feel like Rodney Dangerfield of dog sitting. I'm just on all the time, like just worried about them. And if I even sit down, like one time with this Jindu, this little Korean, she's not little. Her name is Blue. She's gorgeous, but she's just kind of difficult when you get her outside and try to bring her back in. She doesn't want to come back in. I get it. I don't want to be anywhere either. Um, what was I gonna say? Anyways, yeah, I just feel like I'm on all the time. And anyways, I lost my train of thought. That's okay. We can move on. No disrespect to myself. Just maybe it'll come back. I have been sleeping pretty good lately, though. Uh, I just came back from dog sitting a tiny dog, and she had those melatonin, indica sleep gummies. So if my brain is not remembering stuff, it's the indica. Okay, I'm still feeling a little residual from that. Um, oh yeah, I was gonna say this. With the Korean Jindu, I had to like film some videos for this UGC thing, which is I don't know what UGC stands for, but it's like somebody sends you a product for free and then you do videos on it, but they send you scripts and you act like you use the product. And you play a 47-year-old instead of a 40-year-old, which ugh. No offense to 47-year-olds, but I'm not there yet. But they want me to the product is for like menopause or premenopause, and I'm 40, not going through it yet, although I am getting some heel pain. I wonder if that's a thing. I'm starting to get hip pain. Is that part of it? Oh no. Oh God. I have to talk about this product like I know like I'm using it and I'm not because I don't want it to put me in menopause. I've heard some products can do that. I just worry a lot. Like this is my pet sitting brain just worrying like a parent about all the bad outcomes that could happen. But yeah, I think it's because I'm 40. They want me to do these. They're paying me a lot of money to do these videos. For being a nobody, they paid me a lot of money to do these videos. And I just sent them an invoice recently. But yeah, I think it's because like people in menopause are like 50-ish. And if I say I just felt weird being a 40-year-old advertising these products, like, hey, look at me, I look great. I'm using the products. Look at me, I'm awesome. But do they know, I was just 39 earlier this year. Like, that's how capitalism works. It's very deceiving. You see, like, a fitness model being all fitnessy, and then they talk about protein, and everyone's like, oh my God, that must be what they're using. That must be it. That must be, they don't work out. Look at them. They're just using this protein. Things aren't what they seem. It's not what it seems. I also struggled this past week because I had a comedy crush. I had a crush on someone for a week. And it was kind of nice. It was kind of nice. And then it was like, could you go away already? Like, stop. Like, get out of my head, you know? That was rough to deal with a crush. Crushes, I hate having crushes. When I was younger, my crushes never worked out. I mean, they always had a girlfriend or they'd make fun of me or so crushes for me are not good. But I talked to my therapist on Tuesday about it and she said crushes are good. It leads to a relationship and it's a positive thing. And I'm like, in what world are you in that that's a positive thing? I just want to like function and be a normal person. I just want to like focus on stuff I need to do, not be thinking about this crush and like, thinking about them like, whoa. And these like imaginary scenarios in my head and stuff. Like, I don't want to, but I think it's because I had like a really bad experience. But sometimes when I have a crush, I wonder if that crush is also thinking about me. Do you guys think that too? Like when he just I met him like I barely met him like a month or two ago, and he just popped into my head like a week ago. I'm like, why are you popping into my head suddenly? I didn't give a shit about you before. Um, but it's kind of nice. I lost my train of thought again. Oh, it's about to get juicy. Oh, Okay, so yeah, when people are, I always kind of thought, I think it's not true, but I thought like, oh, if I'm thinking about somebody incessantly, they must be thinking about me too, and it must be like mutual, but not necessarily. Because one time in 2018 in Phoenix, there was this guy named Jonathan. He's like a Lewis Black of Phoenix. If you're in Phoenix, you've seen him. He has gray hair, and he just goes up and he's like, in the nose, blah blah blah, and that is not what I. He just keeps like mulling on like a monotone voice. He almost has no reaction to anything. Jonathan something. There's actually another Jonathan there that I like that is really cool, and he's like his whole comedy bit is like like that. That's a summary of like what he does. I'm not gonna like say anything. I'm not gonna do his voice, but it's kind of like this dumb ogre type guy. But the other Jonathan's more like political. Anyways, he got up on stage at this open mic in Tempe in the Monkey Pants parking lot, but not Monkey Pants. It was a bar over here. If you're looking at the screen, it's probably Monkey Pants. There's another bar. I don't know if it's still there. I meant to look up the name before I started this. It's okay. We did an open mic at the other bar in that parking lot. He got up on stage and said, I had a dream and April was in it. And I'm like, a what? A what? No. I do not want to be in your dreams. It wasn't like sexual or anything, but I was just like, oh my God. I'm sitting in the booth like, no, I don't want to be in your dreams. He's not in my dreams. I have other people in my dreams, not necessarily people I have a crush on, but sometimes my crush. An ex is in my dreams. Somebody I admire in comedies in my dreams, and they're just like hanging out with me or telling me to open for them or or be a feature for them or stuff like that, like John Mulaney. Or I like John Mulaney. I don't have a crush on him, but I just like him as like a mentor. Just just a funny person. I don't like him like that. Um, he was in my dream a couple times in my dreams. But when Jonathan said I was in his dreams, I'm just like, ugh, no, gross. And I never think of him. So that's what I'm thinking, that when somebody's thinking about you, or when I'm thinking about somebody, they're not necessarily thinking about me. Like that just like blew that whole theory out of the water because I was in his dream. I never think of him. And I'm like, ugh, well, then I had a crush on another comedian at the time between like 2017 and 2019, another comedian in Arizona. And mm, yeah, I don't like telling people I like them because I don't want to disrupt their life. But I'm 40. I should start disrupting people's lives. Like, I'm sure guys want to hear that someone has a crush on them. I'm sure it's flattering to a guy because they never get attention or they like pretend they never get attention. And yeah, I'm sure it's flattering. But I just think about like if Jonathan came up to me and said, hey, April, you're in my dreams because I have a crush on you. Like, he doesn't have a crush on me necessarily, but if he came up to me and said that, I'd be like, no, dude, don't talk to me ever again. Just I'll watch you from the audience, but I don't. Ew. It's not mutual. Like, get me out of your dreams. Get me out. Don't put me back in there. Like, it's not flattering. If somebody ugly told me they have a crush on me, I'd be like, oh my God, go get out of here. I was gonna say go unalive yourself, but that's pretty harsh. So yeah, I don't think it's flattering. When I was in his dreams, it wasn't flattering at all. No way. So yeah, I'm burnt out. Brief comedy crush. Um, oh, when I have crushes on people though, I start posting my stories. I already did it last week. I'm starting to put like weird highlights in my Instagram from like the past, like things that I kind of like, but just random stuff. And I start making my posts different. It changes you. It really changes you. And I can't wait to just be back to what I was before I started doing that. I start like, I don't know if anyone else, you start like kind of changing yourself to like, maybe they'll notice, like maybe they'll like that. Like if I post this in my stories, they'll like that. They'll like it, right? Like it's their style, right? I can't wait till I get back to who I was. Oh, okay. Oh, I have to wear sunglasses more. I brought sunglasses. You guys want to see me in sunglasses? Let's do it. Hold on. Producer, bring it over. He's not here. He's stuck in traffic going back home because I told him. not to come here. He's gonna be too late. This is I have to wear sunglasses now because I got my eyes checked recently and there's a freckle in my eye socket and he said that's macular degeneration and I'm like, "Oh." And he said just wear sunglasses and take lutein. So I have to start wearing sunglasses. And it's weird because I wear them over my glasses. I look like a badass, I know. On Amazon, they actually make sunglasses that fit over your glasses because I thought about getting prescription sunglasses, but then this is what would happen with prescription sunglasses. Someone I dog sat for a couple weeks ago even told me about it. Like, okay, I'm gonna pretend that these sunglasses, guys, are prescription sunglasses. I cannot see you, but pretend these are prescription, right? I'm like, Lottie dog, great. I can see they're prescription sunglasses. I'm nearsighted. I'm like negative 5.5, negative 5.25. Great. But then I get into a store, right? And then I have to do this. And then I'm like, where's the cereal? I can't see shit. So I thought about getting prescription sunglasses. They would be about like $200 or less. I don't know. I think I'm just going to stick to, the glasses and then having the sunglasses over it. These obviously don't fit over very well. But for the car, it's good enough. For dog walks, it's good enough. I dog walk too. Yeah. But they actually have these like massive the sunglasses on Amazon that fit over your glasses are so big that people are going to think I have cataracts or something. I'm kind of scared to get them. They're going to think they'll be like, that girl's 40. She looks 80. Whoa. I'm not trying to age myself, but to prevent my eyes from giving out on me, I think it's worth it. I hate that I'm getting older and I'm like worried about my health. Like I'm taking more supplements. I hate it. I dog walk for a 90-year-old and she's always talking about like some new like benign tumor on her face that they had to take off. And she's probably watching this. Hi Pat. Hey. There's always like something popping up on her face that they have to remove. Sometimes there's a big mass right here, they remove it. She gets things that pop up here that just bleed and they remove it and then the good thing about Pat is when they remove stuff, it heals nicely. Like she has like no scar for some reason. Maybe because she's got wrinkly skin, but she's got no scars. So Pat, if you're watching, you got great genes. They can remove like a big chunk of your face and your face heals just fine. Like that's amazing. I hope that for me when I'm 90. Yeah, I don't like getting older and talking about health. I'm trying to avoid it. That's like the one thing I'm going to try to avoid this whole season is not talking about my health. Yeah. And how my kidneys work at 67%. Let's not talk about that. Let's not. I don't know how that happened, but probably Prilosec. Probably Tums made that happen for me. I took it too long. Oh, okay, I'm in Groundlings Intermediate and it's a tough class. Like I think I'm going to pass an improv class because I've been doing improv for so long, like since 2004. I'm like, "Oh, I got this. I can pass any class." But Groundlings is the one class where like they really break down improv and characters. They really break it down and if you don't follow it exactly, you have to take the class again and pay another like $500. The class is about $600, but if you retake it, they give you like 150 off. I did I love characters. Like if I'm not thinking about it, I do characters pretty well because I have so many YouTube videos where I'm doing characters, but in class it's like I get so self-conscious in class because you're supposed to like they give you this like checklist and you're supposed to think of like 12 different things at once and you're bound to like forget something. But I did I did an impression of my grandma, Gail Conklin in class. And I didn't even realize I was like, this is my grandma. She's like, do you want some Diet Coke? It's kind of like Maria Bamford's mom. If you've seen her impression of her mom, it's just like, oh honey, we made some rhubarb pie. Did you want some? Well, I'm in Oregon and you're not here. Like I did that in the scene, and my teacher was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. He was like side coaching, which I hate actually, but he's like, whoa, 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 where are we? And then at that moment, I realized, and he said like, are we on Zoom? And I'm like, oh my god, I just like fuck. When I'm getting text, hold on. Who is this? Okay. The studio is texting me. This studio is texting me. I hope I'm not running over time. Hold on. I can only be here till 2 p.m. Let's like double check. See if I'm good. Oh, we got 20 minutes left. Okay. 20 minutes left. Okay. So, yeah, I just like blurted out. I'm doing like this solo monologue and I just blurted out that I'm like not in the scene with this like imaginary person that I'm talking to in front of the class. And this is in front of students, fellow students are watching me do this. And we're all just like failing miserably. We're all just like doing really bad. Even though probably a lot of us have been doing improv a long time. But he just blurts out like, "Are you on Zoom?" And I was like, "Yes, honey. I like to look at myself in the camera. I look so great." My grandma's really self-absorbed. So it was a lot of that. Like my grandma's very surface level talk, like talks about the weather, the fruit she's growing in Oregon, very surface level, like small talk stuff. And I always found that really weird. She never gets deep with anything, except if it's psychology, she gets deep. But a lot of narcissists are into psychology. So yeah, I was just really embarrassed. I just rolled with it, but I was just like, oh my God. And that's when I knew that like I'm probably going to fail this class and have to retake it. I mean, the scene was really fun. He seemed kind of impressed, but like half impressed. Like he was like, "Oh, it's a good character. It's like a decent character." But if you use her in a scene with another person, like an actual person, and you're not doing a solo monologue, like make sure she's not too self-absorbed all the time. And I'm like, well, she's self-absorbed. What do I do? I think I have some traits of my grandma. Like, look how good I look. I do. I do have some of my grandma's traits where I worry about my looks. We're a good-looking family, so I think it's just me. And my niece and nephew look pretty good. And my sister-in-law looks pretty good. And my mom. My dad looks pretty good too. Maybe it's all of us. My grandma does look like me. If you imagine me at like 90, that's my grandma. She still has blonde hair. Yeah, she's always sending me photos like, don't, you look great and you get it from me, April. I know. You get it from me. Look. She'll send me a lot of selfies of herself. Like once every few months, not all like every day. If it was every day, I'd be concerned. I'm like, you have a husband, go talk to him. What are you doing? But that's embarrassing. Oh, speaking of groundlings, I think I want to practice. Okay, I have a class tonight. Can I practice in front of you guys an imitation of someone else in my family who I never have done before? I'm going to practice it right now. And you guys aren't going to know who it is, but this is my brother's mother-in-law named Jill. If you are on my Facebook, she comments on some of my stuff. This is my impression of her. It's my sister-in-law's mom. So, okay. And I'm going to do this tonight at Groundlings, and I probably going to fail. So that's the whole point. Here we go. April, did you see that we bought some vegan snacks for you? It's in the pantry. Yeah. I know you're vegan, so we got you a jar of pickles. Oh, and I think I have like other things here, like Triscuits, Parmesan chips. Oh, do they have milk? Oh, Parmesan. Oh, it's so. Oh God. Oh, it's so tricky being vegan, huh? Oh, it's just so nice to have you here. Cause like, I know you live in LA and it's nice to have you in Santan Valley. It's just, and I've been working all day, so I didn't get to see you that much today, but I just like that you hang out with the niece and nephew. They really need time with you. Hmm. Are you coming back for Christmas? Oh, when? Okay. I'm gonna pour myself a drink. Hold on. Did you want something? I'm gonna put it with some Coke. Do you want? Oh, you don't. Oh, you don't want to become me. Okay. All right. Yeah, I do. I have a few. I've been cutting back. I've been cutting back. Mm-hmm. Getting we have that Doberman now, so yeah, we have that Doberman, and he's been helping me like cut back a bit on the brandy. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let him out, and I'll let him out of his crate because he is hard to handle. We have to crate him because he's always trying to bite the kids. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette outside, and I'll see you in a few minutes if you're still here. If you're not here, let me give you a hug. It's so great to see you. So happy that you can come by. All right, I'm gonna go outside and smoke. You can come out if you want to. I'm just gonna be out there alone with the dog that we found on the side of the road. So, bye. Like, I don't know. So in groundlings, I can't really talk about people drinking. I can't make it like if somebody there's a rule at groundlings where like if somebody's just saying something, you can't be like, "Oh, you're drunk" or "You're on drugs." Like I can't do that. Um, hmm. I don't know if you want to hear me like swallow. Who doesn't, right? Every guy's like, totally. Um, I can't really talk about like she drinks. Like Jill apparently has a drinking problem. I haven't really I mean, every time I'm there she's making herself a drink. I haven't seen her drunk, but my brother has mentioned it. So, but I don't want to make that like I think a character can drink, but it can't be like a cop out for how they're acting. I have to ask my teacher because I want to do the scene and she drinks and I want to bring it up like and I'm trying to get the voice down like, "Oh, okay. Well, like that's kind of how she talks. It's kind of a different voice for me. It's kind of this like I have to do that with my jaw. But thanks for letting me run that by you guys. Like I was going to anyway. I don't care what you said. I was gonna do it anyway. It was on here. That's why it's on my list. This is a waterproof notebook from my roommate who came back from Utah. The one who let the bad roommates in. I appreciate that. Thank you. Waterproof. Wow. Technology, guys. Oh, tomorrow is Halloween. I'm sorry. I'm going to pretend for this podcast that Halloween's already passed because you're going to see this on November 2nd. So, let me tell you about my Halloween. It was the best. I went to emo night. I went to my friend's comedy show at the Elysian Theater. Emo night in Long Beach. Danced all night. I was dressed up as Miss Frizzle because it's in my jokes. I say, like, I look like Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus without the bus. That's a joke that I say a lot. And especially when my hair is not straight and it's curly because it's naturally wavy. And I look like her now, though. Whoa. Yeah. So, look like Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus. And yeah, I just like danced all night, hung out with my friend Jose, and then we carved more pumpkins because the other pumpkins we carved a few weeks ago went bad, like in 3 days. And they started molding. But I did carve a over the garden wall pumpkin, and my friend Jose carved Cubone from Pokemon, and another friend who was with us carved a cat that was like stuck on a window. Videos of that on my Instagram, April O'Neil, if you want to see that. Yeah, and then I just like, I toilet papered some houses. I went and like took people's pumpkins and smashed them in the road. Like towards midnight, I just like found random pumpkins off of people's doorsteps and I just threw them because I knew like it was gonna go bad anyway. And I'm like, let me take this out for you. Let me just do, let me just do that for you. Let me just ruin this pumpkin that you spent so much time on that you might want to spend more time with on All Saints Day. Let me just chuck it right now. I really made a mess of the city of Los Angeles. Yeah. I got invited to this one party where it was like a film studio, but it's really small but I went to that another year and it wasn't that fun. So I didn't want to go again. Yeah, I lived it up. What else? I drank punch with that had a hand in it. I had an eyeball, but it was really like a vegan deviled egg. I had earthworms, pudding, a pudding cup of earthworms, but they were just like vegan gummy worms with vegan pudding from Whole Foods. And what else did we do? I threw some like no kids came to our door to trick or treat because I was like gone all night, but I did take candy and just throw it at random people. Like when I was walking to emo night, I just like took candy out of my bag and I just threw it at people. I'm like, hey, trick or treat. Like it was like reverse trick or treat. Like I'm saying trick or treat to potential trick or treaters instead, and I just throw it at them. I'm like, nice. Like whoever had a great costume, I just threw candy at them. It's like, blah, blah. So yeah, my Halloween was really great, and none of that happened yet because today is October 30th. But these are my Halloween plans. I do have the Miss Frizzle costume. Gonna wear it. I don't even know if it fits. I gotta check on that. It's a medium. I hope it fits. Yeah. So how was yours? Tell me in the comments. How was your Halloween? If you want, that's fine. Yeah. Just whatever. No one even donated for me to even be in a podcast studio. So like, are you guys even there? You know, like you guys are watching, but are you really watching and commenting? Yeah. If you're not commenting, you're not watching. If you're not watching, you're definitely not commenting because you'd have to watch to comment on this. I love wordage like that. It's so fun for me. I think I'll just do 5 more minutes on this podcast. I'm not trying to have an agenda. Oh my gosh, but I think for this podcast season, I'm just going to talk about what happened during my week. Like take notes throughout the week of what has happened and oh, this didn't happen this past week, but sorry, I don't want to talk about health, but I did get a mammogram. After season 2 was done, I got a mammogram. And guess what, guys? Guess what? You want to know the results? The results are that my boobs are thick. My boobs are dense. It said dense boobies need to redo mammogram. That's the result. So I don't know what's going on. Is it cancer in there? I don't know. All I know is like it was hard. The nurse does a lot of acrobatics. This is my impression of the person trying to get my boobies into the mammogram machine. She's just like, okay, and over here, okay, and okay, a lot of that. Someone told me that that was going to happen, and I'm like, I don't have any boobs. Like that's not going to happen, but it happened. But yeah, I got dense olives. I got dense cherries. I don't know what's the word. Mosquito bites, cherries. I got dense little limes, and I don't know what they're gonna do next. I like the mammogram machine. Kind of hurt. Like even with these little itty bitty titties, it kind of hurt. And like right when she did one take, like she did both, right? She did both. And I thought we were done, and she's like, we have to get another angle, and I'm like, no, 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 lady. I'm like, I'm done. No. And she was saying that like most people find it's super painful, and I'm like, no, it's pretty good. I'm pretty good. It really wasn't that painful, but kind of pinchy, kind of like there's a little crab just like pinching down there. But I wonder. I've heard that they have to do. They have to. I have to. I may have to go to the mammogram machine that just like pushes me against a wall. Like it's a Latin lover who loves me, but it's really just a machine because we're in AI now, and like everything's a robot, and love is a robot now. Love isn't real. I think it never was. It's just for like utilitarian purposes. Just to have kids, just to have like just to be able to like have a house and like run the ship efficiently. I mean, that's yeah, love isn't real. No, it's not real. People get together for opportunistic reasons of survival, not really because they love each other. That's fun. That's my perspective on it. Oh, that's the truth, though, if you think about it. I have written on here banter. Have we done enough of that? Anything else? I did the imitation of the mother-in-law. Oh, I found out I am a trafficker. Earlier on this episode and the last episode of season 2, I talked about, the roommates. One of the the roommates who had to get evicted from my apartment, earlier this month and last month. There was 2 of them. One got evicted like September, one got evicted October, early October, and they just caused their own problems. One was on drugs. One was, I don't know. She's still, I talked to my therapist about her, and she's Delulu, I guess, but not in a manifest way, kind of in a bad way. Like, she thinks people are after her that don't care about her. And I think she just wants the attention or something. Um, yeah, I found out she's calling me a trafficker. She thinks I traffic people. Remember in 2020, Wayfair was having these like big. They like ship you a couch or something, and and they were named after kids. Like this couch is named Maria, and people are like, "There's kids in there. They're trafficking kids." I don't know if that was ever true. I didn't look into that further. Was that true? I don't know. But yeah, she thinks I'm Wayfair. So I'm like, lady, I'm not a company. I don't even know where to start to traffic people. Yeah, she causes problems and makes up shit. So I just thought that was funny. I gotta like make that into a joke. I'm a trafficker. I'm living with anxiety, dog sitting dogs. I sometimes get a chance to sit down and breathe and watch a TV show, but I'm definitely trafficking. I definitely have time to traffic. Yeah. I don't even know like how or I don't really full know the full scope of trafficking and like how does one get it? How do you get into that business? Do you have any traffickers in the comments? Is it lucrative to almost get caught doing it? Like what is it like? I have so many other things to worry about, but I need a new worry. I need a new problem. Yeah, that's hilarious. Um It's kinda nice to be talked about, though, like, I feel famous, like, someone's talking about me and starting rumors, like, that's kinda nice, like, I'm flattered. Like, I've always wanted to be talked about, so, okay, what else? And it makes me wonder if, like, anything on TMZ is true when they say, like, "This celebrity's doing this," and I'm like, "They're probably not doing that," so, like, all the tabloids have been a lie. And what's interesting is, like, this roommate would make up rumors about my other roommates, and I believed her. Like, she would say, "So and so's doing this," or "So and so is in the mafia," and I'm like, "Oh my god, I've known him for 5 years. He's my main roommate, but maybe. Wow, I've only known you 3 months. I've only known you about 2 to 3 months. You must be telling the truth. Like, I should just believe you and not this guy, this roommate I've had for 5 years. I shouldn't believe him at all. Yeah, maybe you're telling the truth." Um Yeah, she would make up stuff about my roommates, and then I believed her, and then she made up stuff about me, and I'm like, "Oh, that's not true. Okay." And I'm like, "Okay, so everything you've said is a lie. Okay, that just proves that." That's wonderful. Yeah, it's have you ever had I don't know, a histrionic narcissist in your life or a BPD, a borderline personality disorder person or a Delulu person in your life and you believed them, but like they start lying about you and you're just like, "Wait. Oh, you weren't telling the truth this whole time because this what you're saying about me is not true." Does it ever happen? Is it just me? I don't know. That's fun. It's hilarious. It's sad. I told my therapist about it, and she's like, "That person is not well." I'm like, "No, they are not well. They think people are after them, and no one even thinks of them at all." That's the sad thing is like being so delulu, you think everyone's thinking about you, but then the sad part is realizing no one's thinking about you at all. That sucks. I've been there. I wish people would think about me. Yeah. And then I realized they're not. So that it's not like the best feeling, but it's kind of freeing at the same time because no one's thinking about you. So, like, okay, I can just live my life and be a human, I guess. Just, yeah, there's no like spotlight on me. I can just do what I want, I guess. I guess it's kind of freeing. But if you want to be famous like me, it's not. It's totally not. I would love if there was like paparazzi outside my door every day. That would be the life that I'd want until I get sick of it. And then I don't want it anymore. And then I'm like, why did I want this? It sucks. Yeah, I think I'm just going to talk about, I only have a few more minutes left. I'm going to talk about shows coming up. I have a comedy show coming up in LA at Tribal Cafe. It got rescheduled to, it was going to be like October 22nd. It got rescheduled to, I think, November 22nd. So Tribal Cafe, November 22nd. And then I'm going to be in Phoenix, December 20th through 27th. And I have a comedy show, actually the 19th through 27th, because I just signed with another agency that I was with before, because I really want more theatrical auditions. So I don't want to miss out on those. Um, my career is like not going well, guys, but one day, don't worry. I've been doing this over about 10 to 20 years. One day it'll work out. This is all I have. So, yeah, I'm back in Phoenix and I'm doing a comedy show, I think December 20th at Monkey Pants, and I get to do 20 minutes. And that's like the best because every time I do a smaller show, it's like 5 to 10, and it's not enough time. It's just, I need like 30, 40 minutes. It's so freeing when you have more time. But it's on my website, aprilwalterscheid.com, if you guys want to check that out. I don't think there's anything else. Thank you for watching this season 3, episode 1. We got it down. We got this one recorded. Maybe next time my producer will be here. That'll be fun to have him here because I feel so weird talking to myself a little bit. Like I feel like I have to fill the time, and I feel like I have to like fill up the time and like not leave a lull or anything. Plus, I have anxiety anyway, naturally without caffeine, but adding caffeine to the mix just like makes me feel that way even more. So I'm really happy I got to be with you guys today. This is a highlight of my day. Tonight I will go fail my groundlings intermediate class even more by not doing things correctly and getting yelled at. So until next time, guys. Bye.